This story right here is about a 29 years old lady who is looking forward to sleeping with her friend's husband because she feels like her friend is the cause of her problems. All right, so let's hear what she has to say. She says, Bra Kweku, I am a young lady of 29 years old struggling with a couple of STIs, including herpes and HIV. And I want to find a way to transfer it to the one who led me to these situations home. I didn't just get here. It all started when I was in level 200 at the University of Ghana. I moved in with a roommate by the name Stephanie, who had almost everything she needed to be comfortable on campus. Only thing she didn't have back then was a car, but she had the best and latest phone, money, microwave, fridge, provisions, and a whole lot more. She didn't even want to share a room with me until I promised to be doing the cooking and tidying up of the room. She encouraged me to start hanging around men and sleeping with them for money if I could, because according to her, if we don't live our best lives now, we may never live it again after marriage. So we made up our minds to enjoy ourselves and sleep with as much men as we could before marriage. Unfortunately, Stephanie and I had a little misunderstanding, so I had to move to my own place. Before then, I had made a lot of money for myself and I had everything I needed. After the university, I refused to do my national service because I didn't think I would need to work someday. I felt like I could have all I needed from men. In fact, I couldn't stop myself from selling my body until I was diagnosed with HIV. Before the HIV, I had treated several infections, but that's where I broke down. The day I received the news, I stopped for a second to think of the life I was living and I cried all day. Just a week after, I started having itches, blisters, and discharges from my vagina. It got worse when I felt so sick. I was at the hospital and they said it was herpes. Kweku, since that day till now, my life has been bitter. I'm just suffering from one disease to another and they are not even going. It hurts even more to know that Stephanie is married now after doing this to me. I was better than her, so why am I the one going through all this? She gets a good life and I get to suffer for what? Honestly, the only thing on my mind right now is to sleep with her husband and have him transfer my pain and bitterness to their home. I have managed to get him to take my contact, but he hasn't called yet. I don't wish to do this, but I am hurting. And I don't understand why I am suffering like this. If not, I'll tell her husband everything and destroy their marriage too, because I don't get to suffer like this while she enjoys. Alright guys, so this is the story. The pioneer of the idea is fine and married, but then the one she introduced is sick and suffering. Sometimes it happens like that.